Hey, Smoke, what made you flip out like that, man? Was it the drugs or what?
I got caught up in the money, the power. I don't give a shit. Oh, fuck, man.
Drop the album already, Rockstar. Another year has come and go before we got GTA 6. Our timeline has absolutely collapsed waiting on this. Shaq has had approximately 30 jobs. He's a DJ, he's a police officer, he's a professional wrestler, and probably serving you pies at your local Papa John's. Meanwhile, 50 Cent is out here producing Diddy documentaries. Stranger Things completed its entire run only to be beat out by Puffy doing Stranger Things. Lock Lil Diddy up too, just for looking like him. I don't trust him. Jake Paul went from Disney Channel to fighting everybody and they mama in the most cursed timeline imaginable. He bit off more than he can chew with his latest fight against Anthony Joshua, who recently survived a fatal car crash shortly after. That guy is seriously an indestructible tank. If you want to feel old, when GTA 5 dropped, Cenat was literally 11 years old. He hadn't even started making videos yet, while we were hitting the Union Depository. Mark Zuckerberg got so bored of owning our data that he decided to start tapping people out in jiu-jitsu tournaments. Since September 17th, 2013, when GTA 5 released, Netflix standard price was $7.99 per month, offering HD streaming for 2 simultaneous screens. They don't had enough time to price hike over 10 different times, cry poor, launch their massive global crackdown on password sharing after encouraging it, and buy Warner Brothers, all before we got GTA 6. TikTok was a dancing app back then and will turn 10 years old by the latest release date of the new game. The app has faced bans or near bans in numerous countries, only to return, while we lost Vine along the way. RIP. Self-driving cars became a reality, and yes, we're still nervous every time they take a turn, but hey, they made it before GTA 6 got here. Apple released over 50 different iPhone models from the iPhone 5S up through the 17 series. The calculator app was able to take its sweet-ass time finally making it to the iPad in 2024, over a decade after the iPad's initial release. With that amount of time left on the board, we upgraded our mobile connectivity, transitioning from 4G to 5G as the standard network. And don't get me started how they felt about that. LeBron James broke the all-time NBA scoring record, and his son, Bronny James, has been drafted and is playing in the NBA on the same team as him with the Lakers. We got the entire run of the John Wick franchise, 4 main films, and the spin-off Ballerina. If you think that's bad, we also seen 28 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies released since GTA 5's debut. That was enough time for actor Robert Downey Jr. to leave the MCU as Iron Man and make a comeback as Dr. Doom, because multiverses can do that, I guess. Oh, can't forget we survived a global pandemic with the coronavirus that changed the world forever. The CDC finally identified the longest-lasting symptom of the virus. The only strain we're still dealing with currently is the strain on our wallets. The price variant is the first pandemic persistent side effect that refuses to follow social distancing guidelines. It stays uncomfortably close to every single item on the grocery shelf. We got aliens before we got GTA 6. The US government officially confirmed that UFOs are real and released footage. So we also tried to raid Area 51 to see what's popping in there with the "They Can't Stop All of Us" Facebook event. We got 2 new generations of gaming consoles that were released, the PS4/PS5 and the Xbox One/Xbox Series. You know GTA 5 was on there with them shark cards, just printing money. Activision released a staggering 13 new mainline Call of Duty titles, from Ghosts in 2013 up to Black Ops 7 in 2025. And I'm going to be honest, they not doing too hot right now. Fortnite is kicking their ass. The entirety of Fortnite's existence happened, including over 39 seasons. You can play as Kim Kardashian, Superman, or whoever the fuck else you want to be in there. No kidding. Technology didn't just evolve, it went full Black Mirror on us. It's smart enough to take your job, pass the bar exam, diagnose conditions, generate art, compose music, write essays, and deepfake anyone, anywhere, at any time. In the meantime, the Hunger Games franchise finished, took a nap, and popped back up with a prequel. Don't forget about the brief stint that Flappy Bird had. The second that app left the App Store, every iPhone with a cracked screen sitting in a junk drawer suddenly became a rare digital artifact, selling for thousands. And don't even get me started on Taylor Swift. In the time we've been waiting for a trailer, she's done a $2 billion global Eras tour. She's had enough fucking time to release 10 studio albums, including 4 re-recorded versions. Luffy has found 550 plus new episodes of One Piece. At this rate, the Straw Hats will find the treasure, retire, and draw Social Security before we see the Vice City skyline. Elon Musk done bought Twitter up and rebranded it to X, and everyone still calls it Twitter. We got Mike Tyson back in the boxing ring after a 19-year absence, and is scheduled to fight an 8-year retired Floyd Mayweather on the books before the release of GTA 6. We even got a brand new Beatles song, Now and Then, a final goodbye. If the Beatles can move on, why are we still buying mansions in a new DLC in 2025? Come on, Rockstar. While Rockstar was busy counting their GTA Online shark card money, Hollywood literally ran out of ideas and started raiding the graveyard. We got sequels to Good Burger, Space Jam, The Matrix, Top Gun, and Beverly Hills Cop, and Happy Gilmore. We had to resurrect the 90s just to feel something. Disney squeezed out an entire Star Wars trilogy, and Baby Yoda showed up to steal hearts, merch money, and create memes. 22 movies featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hit theaters. Katy Perry? Yeah, she straight up blasted off to outer space alongside an all-female crew, marking a historic achievement for women in aerospace. And while they were floating around, Haas decided humanity needed mayo chup. Yes, ketchup and mayo in one bottle. Civilization peaked right there. Who needs GTA 6 at that point? Oreo went rogue and dropped so many flavors that I'm convinced they're just dares now. I thought lemon and mint was as far as they could go, but wasabi and hot chicken wings said, hold my beer. The Cincinnati Bengals even made it back to the Super Bowl before we got GTA 6. Unfortunately, the Cowboys are still waiting though. Sorry, Jerry Jones. And oh yeah, the entire lifespan of the Nintendo Switch happened. We are literally playing the Switch 2 now. An entire generation of hardware died of old age waiting for this game. $80 Mario game though? Fuck off. I need you to understand the level of madness we've endured. Since we last stepped foot in Los Santos, Chris Pratt became the voice of Mario. Yes, Jurassic Park's Dino Dad and Star-Lord. Meanwhile, John Cena, the guy we literally can't see, tapped out for the first time in 20 years during his last wrestling match. The man literally said, "I quit," before Rockstar said, "Here's gameplay." We survived 4 drastically different presidential terms. Entire administrations came and went. I've seen the McRib come back from the dead 13 times. It's basically a zombie sandwich at this point. CM Punk left wrestling, went to the UFC, got his lunch money taken, and came back to WWE a decade later. It has been so long since the last GTA that we've witnessed entire character arcs in real life. Conor McGregor became the first UFC double champ, retired, unretired, boxed Floyd Mayweather, started a whiskey empire, sold it, and is now trying to fight at the UFC event at the White House. Top G Andrew Tate went from 4 world championships in kickboxing to finishing the global villain DOC in a Romanian jail, to finally getting mopped across the ring against a much younger fighter. This game has been delayed so long that NFL players are out here completing side quests in professional track and field. Tyreek Hill literally got bored of burning cornerbacks, signed up for a USATF race, and smoked professional sprinters just for the vibes. He won too. I wish GTA 6 came out as fast as he was running. We saw the Chicago Cubs break a 108-year curse. A literal century-old hex was lifted before we got a second trailer. The development of an official US Space Force new military branch was established. We are building a military in orbit, but I'm still stealing the same jet from Fort Zancudo. Rockstar, explain yourselves. Microsoft is playing Monopoly while we wait and bought Activision Blizzard for the greatest number of all time, $69 billion. We watched VR gaming go from a sci-fi dream to a headset you can buy at Target, but you can't really buy it at Target because you can't shop at certain places no more. And somewhere in all of this, Derek Carr completed his entire NFL career and retired, leaving $30 million on the table. Maybe some of that went into Tom Brady's pockets because he is now a part owner of the Raiders. Damn, You ain't gonna believe this, but scientists taught spinach plants to send emails. Yes, spinach. Forget Gmail, we're talking green mail. Imagine opening your inbox and seeing, subject, explosives detected, regards, your salad. That's better communication than Rockstar and most people's relationships these days. Ride sharing and food delivery apps kind of took over the planet. We relaxed the rules on stranger danger, and now strangers are driving us around in their Toyotas and bringing us lukewarm McDonald's. We saw the Turkish John Wick show up to the Olympics with no special equipment, just with whatever was lying around, and shot for silver. Please don't let anything happen to this man's cat, or we're getting 4 movies out of this guy. Michael Phelps won so many Olympic medals he ran out of neck space, and then retired. He did all the side quests of life. He waiting on GTA now. Hank Hill's propane empire is back jumping. Futurama and King of the Hill have been resurrected from the TV graveyard. And the most terrifying stat of all, kids born when GTA 5 launched are now old enough to drive. They can literally get behind the wheel in real life before Rockstar lets us do it in a new game. And finally, we have literally built an entire subculture on GTA roleplay servers, entire cities, fake jobs, fake cops, fake courtrooms, real addiction. Players built a whole functioning society inside GTA 5 because GTA 6 refused to show up. At this point, GTA isn't late anymore, it's actually ghosting us. Honestly, going through this list has made me realize one thing. I was a completely different person when this all started. Look at how much history we've crammed into the Great Wait. We've survived multiple delays, endless remasters, and a whole timeline of wild events. Shit, at this point, we're gonna get GTA 7 before we get GTA 6. What was your favorite "we got this before GTA 6" moment from the video? Drop it in the comments and add some that we missed. There's so many more. Make sure you smash that like button if you're still patiently waiting, and subscribe for more GTA content as we get closer to launch. This is Usefuless Perspectives. See you in Vice City, eventually.
Hey, Smoke, what made you flip out like that, man? Was it the drugs, homie, or what?
I got caught up in the money, in the power.